Hey, I'm Al McGee with YETicket.com. I'm here with Stephen Lebowitz with the MovieNight.net. We're going to talk about this new film, Supergirl. We're going to talk about Kara, well, Zor-El, which is played by Millie Alcock, and she's the cousin to Kal-El, Superman, or Clark, played by David Cornsweet. And here we're going to talk about, well, this is a DC movie. They've been okay, but what do you think about this film?
Well, if those who remember last year that DC is starting off their own DC universe again, this time led by James Gunn, and he made Superman last year. And Millie Alcock, she kind of had a scene stealing moment last year at the end of the film when she showed up as Supergirl, and now she gets her own movie. And people also remember Krypto the dog. She's actually her dog. And in this movie, some alien shoots the dog with poison. She's got to find the guy and get the her dog's her whole world. As for many people, and she's off on a space adventure with this little kid, not little kid, to try to get it back. Um,
Yeah, the little kid she met was Ruth A, played by Eve Ridley, and
yes,
she's trying to seek revenge because her parents got killed by Krim, played by Matthias Schoenaerts, and he's a leader of a group, and they kidnap women, young girls, and things like that. But you know, she trying to prevent her from actually killing her because, oh, you don't want that. Like, I don't like that storyline with movies. Oh, if you kill a person for revenge, you won't be the same. Of course, you won't be the same, but you're never the same because they killed her family. So what did you think? I never liked that storyline. If you kill somebody out of revenge, you'll never be the same. And I got tired of hearing that.
it's an
But,
old trope for sure. You know,
yeah,
I,
but
I said, yeah, this. Listen, I liked Superman last year. I'm not a great fan of Supergirl. One thing I thought acting's fine. I like her in the role very much. Um, I thought one thing that was really lacking is in the action sequences. I thought they weren't done well. Now, Craig Gillespie is the guy who directed the movie. Now he's directed some good movies. He's directed Cruella, which I liked. He directed I, Tonya, which I liked. But he's never ever in his life directed anything action oriented ever, and it shows here. I actually thought Supergirl, you probably should have gotten like a female director, like Patty Jenkins did with Wonder Woman. She did great. This guy Craig, listen, I understand you want to branch out into other genres, but DC, you're really in a precarious position right now, trying to build your own universe. You may want someone who's a little more seasoned doing action scenes, and just some action scenes that were okay, but otherwise, I was just like, I know I'm watching something that I should be getting into, and I just thought it was always executed not well. To put
well,
it
I kind of agree with you. In fact, I wanted more action myself. I wanted to see more in the action sequences, and I thought there was some lacking in it. And I was really surprised that they picked this director to do this film to start the DC, universe, and so people can spend money to go out there and see this. And I'm surprised that the action sequences were not that good. Like you say, there are some that were okay, but not great.
right, like I said, because you got the wrong director for it. Listen, I want to direct one day. I would love to do that. If they say, "Hey, Steven, you want to do Supergirl?" I'm like, I pass because I would not be really good at doing the action scenes because I don't know. I don't have any experience in that whatsoever. Get someone else who knows what they're doing. But this guy Craig Lipsy, listen, I said he's made some good films, but in this case, he was the wrong person to tap to get Supergirl for DC's sophomore effort right now.
Yeah. Also, I want to switch to Lobo, played by Jason Momoa. Now he's back to DC again, the universe, and you know who he was, Aquaman and all that stuff. But he's back again as Lobo, and I thought he was pretty good, but he was not enough in this film, not enough at all. And he really didn't have really good action sequences in this film for being Lobo. If you know the history of Lobo, that guy was a stone cold killer.
No, Lobo's great. I think he is perfectly cast as Lobo. If they do a Lobo, he said he would love to do a Lobo solo film, but only if it's rated R. And if they did rated R Lobo film, that could be great. Later on, DC has one more movie coming out this year. Hopefully, be rated R. I think it might be because it's doing Clayface. If they can get that going right, that can maybe get the ball back rolling again. But yeah, I guess since it is Supergirl, that's why there's just inducing Lobo to the universe, and it'd be great to see him pop up somewhere else later down the line. Great casting there. He wanted to be Lobo, and he was a perfect Lobo. He was definitely a bright spot in the film. But yeah, even his action scenes were lacking. But again, because okay, I'll stop bashing Craig now. But you know where I hold my regard in that
Yeah,
matter.
yeah. Totally understand. And also they kept popping Superman in this, which is her cousin. He kept calling her and things like that. And she's really trying to find herself because she doesn't have family, nothing, a planet, or anything. She doesn't really feel where she belongs. Does she belong with her cousin? Does she belong on planet Earth? But yeah, she got to stick to planet Earth because it has a yellow sun, and they talked a lot about that too in this film. How she needs a yellow sun, and also I just feel that this was a film not well made. I like, I like Supergirl in this. I like the actress in it because she's different. She's a different looking Supergirl I've had over the years. She's not blonde, long hair, long legs, and things like that. And she seemed to be more of an anti-hero too, not a full-fledged hero like her cousin. I like that also. So
No, I
I'm
think
gonna
I
rate.
think I think
Go ahead.
yeah, she's a great Supergirl. Some people have been saying things about her, saying she's unattractive. But I think any person who said that is nuts. I think
Yeah,
she's gorgeous.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah. So but no, she's great, and if she's in the future, I think I think next year is like another Superman movie. Maybe she'll pop up in that, and I would welcome to see her if she appears in the next Superman movie.
Exactly. Well, why don't you start off? I was going to start off rating this film. Why don't you go ahead?
You know what? I mean, while I wasn't liking the action scene, the story, at least the screenplay, I thought, anyways, was good enough to keep me engaged somewhat. So I'm only going, but it just barely gets there. Two swords for me, Al.
Ooh, ooh, wow. I'm going through two palm trees, just two, because again, when I walked out of the theaters, I was trying to say to myself, did I really enjoy this? I enjoyed her, but did I enjoy the story? Did I really enjoy the whole film? And I got to give it two palm trees also, just an average, a C average, if you want to go that way, things like that.
Listen, we're on the same page. Two swords, two palm trees. And just a quick note to anyone who's watching this and thinking about sticking around for post-credit scenes. No post-credit scenes at all. So when the movie's over, feel free to walk out. You're not going to miss anything else.
Thanks for reminding them of that, because I forgot to remind them myself. Well, Stephen Lebowitz, themovienight.net. Thanks for coming here to yeticket.com and giving us your review and your opinion of DC's Supergirl.
Always happy.
Thanks.
This is your entertainment ticket. Latest and greatest.